Hey guys, Psych here. And of course, recently I was asked a question. It was kind of a good question, to say the least. Now, I'm going to get right to it here. Question he asked me, if, I had smelled something before from my love dolls, and I just told him that I didn't really smell much, from my love dolls, from both of them, from my experience. I mean, there was a smell, but it wasn't really like a bad smell. And one of the things about the smell, that new doll smell, as I guess I'll call it, is sometimes right before they, put it in its packaging to get it shipped, they cover it with something. And I forget kind of what it is, but, they put something on the doll to kind of keep it clean as it's going through its trip. However, sometimes, I guess, depending on the company and what conditions it goes through, sometimes it might have a bit of an odor to it. And sometimes, you'll find people like this. I had a doll forever. It smelled like machine oil. Even after I washed it, the smell wouldn't go away. And as I told them, it's probably the mineral oil in the doll or other. Every doll vendor makes their material a bit different from each other. Now, I do occasionally, of course, have people come up to me, asking about this. So I decided to make a video on it. Now, as far as silicone goes, I actually have known a couple people that actually have recommended a couple of things, which I will read out here. And the first thing that you need to do, first off, if you have a bit of an odor to your doll, is that to make sure that it is thoroughly clean. So first off, the first step to get it, removed is just to thoroughly clean it. I mean, silicone and TPE both. Just make sure that it's thoroughly cleaned, because you never know, there might have been an area that you missed, or something could have built up over time. You just never know. And number 2, soap residue removal. And again, make sure that everything is thoroughly clean. And because if there's, let's say, an excess of soap residue, that will also build up and cause an odor. Next thing, one thing that you can actually use on at least silicone, is white vinegar and water to help get rid of the smell in silicone. Now, I'm not sure if anybody has ever used this on a love doll, but this is something that I do know with, let's say, silicone kitchenware. And I'm pretty sure it's kind of the same thing with a silicone love doll. That you could probably try this and try to get rid of that smell off of your love doll. You could also use baking soda to clean your doll with when it comes to silicone. I'm not sure about TPE. Because I've used to know somebody that actually used to use baking soda to clean off their love doll to make sure that excuse me. One sec. Ugh. Again, I used to know somebody that used baking soda to clean off their love doll to make sure that the smell was out. But on to TPE. Now, of course, I'll have to turn it like this. It talks about light smell on love dolls, or TPE dolls in particular. TPE being a type of soft plastic, just like when you purchase a brand new pair of shoes. Your doll will have a slight smell to it, as she was put in the box not long after been manufactured. The smell naturally goes away within days and weeks. If you want to speed up the process, the best way to do it is 1. Wash your doll with water and soap. Avoid keeping her head underwater for too long. 2. Dry your doll skin properly with a towel and or hair dryer. Watch out for the heat temperature with the hair dryer. Or you could just do like I do, not worry about the temperature of your hair dryer and just do it with a towel. Number 3, apply hydrating cream on your doll's skin and soak up the excess with a napkin. And number 4, apply baby powder on your doll's skin and optionally a little bit of perfume. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend putting or using perfume on your love doll because the perfume itself can over time cause an odor. So if you're going to use any perfume to get rid of a smell, do not use very much of it. And of course, that's it on the information from that site. So if your love doll comes in with an odor after first shipping, or your love doll just has an odor in general, I hope that this has helped you out at least a little bit. And I will see you guys in the next video. If you have any more questions, comments, just lay them down. Bye.